Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to another RS3 video. Welcome back. I promise I am not obsessed. I'm just having a good time. So I went ahead and I finished getting the dagger, the robes, and then I went to the next spot and got the manacles and the branding iron. And we finished the complete set of the Founder's Journal, as well as the Cultist Diary. So I'm going to read those before we move on to anything else in this video. But as always, I appreciate you being here. I hope that you have a great time and that this video helps you relax. Let's get into it. Founder's Journal, page 1. I founded this lodge so that we may hide in plain sight. Even the name mocks him, and he does not know it. They think it alludes to his star, that it is his reverence for him. It is reverence for him. Never. He stomps around now, claiming the humans as his own, be they of the Empire or not. He snatches up the land and renames it, reshapes it, as if it is enough to claim it. We are embedded here, weeds in his garden. We were of the Empire once, but our order rose among its shadows too, working in secret to usurp the empty lord under the tutelage of our champion. And yet, as soon as the work was done, the blasted demons snatched him up for their own selfish rebellion, leaving us here to fend for ourselves. They shall rue the day. But we have survived in the shadows before, so we shall abide our time and await Zamorak's return. Oh, we'll act as converts to Saradomin on the surface. We'll welcome his sheep in our door. We'll fatten them up with wine and beguile them with our songs. But in our hearts we carry our true selves. In the dark beneath the lodge we build. The stars are for our Lord, who will return to us one day, and we must be prepared for that return. Duchess Philippa Wharton, founder of Star Lodge. Page 2. Our initiates have located the gate. The imperial capital continues to stand up to Saradomin's assaults, but they have retreated within their strong walls. The gate sits on the outskirts of the city, nothing more now than a shrine to hubris. We shall break it down and smuggle it piece by piece to the lodge. I have handed each cell leader a crest of Dagon. All 4 will need to come together to open the hidden path behind the fireplace and deliver each gate piece to the rest of the order below. Once gathered there, and once the circle is complete, it can be sent on to the source to be reconstructed. Duchess Philippa Wharton, founder of Star Lodge. Page 3. I've told them before not to work in the night. The lodge gets too busy at night, and the noises from below need to cease, lest someone notice our masks slip and we are outed. The crackling fireplace hides our sins, as does the raucous laughter and the music, but we are too close to be taking these risks. There is no deadline to our tasks, but the acolytes get too excitable. If they're so damned excited, they could offer themselves, but no, they think themselves above the sacrifice. Some physical discouragement is in order to remind them of our precarious position here. Some examples need to be made. At night, we play our part and entertain the masses. We take only the lost and the lonely, the forgotten few. Then only during the day do we encourage them to accept a gift from the source. Those that do are free to leave us and spread our word abroad. Those that do not, well, as they say, there is always a choice. Not that I would consider Dagon a choice. Though Dagon claims he despises this use for him, his contract decrees it, and he will do as I say. Page 4. I have a new pet freshly arrived from the source. It is disguised enough that we can walk together on the surface. This is all happening right under their noses, and it will be their downfall. I take such joy in going for walks with Duke. He's such a good boy. Not only on walks, but we now hunt together. We grow bolder with each passing day. There is a palpable buzz in the air. Arrivals from the source inform us that Lord Zamorak will be returning soon. There is one trophy in particular I wish to show him when he does. The head of Auriculus. It hangs in a place of pride above the altar below. The stars are aligning. The purpose of Star Lodge is fulfilled. Long live the Order of Dis. Disorder, haha. Now she's the Hierophant of the Order of Dis. So the Cultist Diary, page 1. Here we go. This place is a dump. Oh, they all say it's an honor to be assigned here, to maintain this dilapidated lodge, but it's plain to me that my assignment here is nothing more than a punishment. We've all heard the legends of how this place was founded, the significance it played in Lord Zamorak's return. But it's not like there's a need for it anymore. Zamorak and his demons work in the open now. There are other routes to the source, and an abundance of volunteers to accept his gifts. What need now of this lodge front and to lure in unsuspecting sacrifices? This place is more just a run-down museum now than more than anything, and me not but a curator. Even my knighthood is an honorific. I certainly didn't earn it, and most definitely did not deserve an honor. This honor. Oh, and Cyrus keeps scuffing up the magic circle every time he trapezes through, so I've drawn a sketch of it so I don't forget how it's supposed to look, and left some chalk in the portal chamber so I can keep it touched up. Sir Francis Dashwood. Page 2. The main building should be condemned. It's not safe up there anymore. I've moved into the lodge's cellar permanently. In centuries past, it was set aside for important guests and private gambling tables, the high rollers. Finding sacrifices wasn't the only function of the lodge. We had to generate income too in order to pay for the work of contacts, agents, mercenaries, and bounty hunters. You've got to feed the cultists too. Oh, they'll sign up if they have enough zealotry or fervor, but if you don't keep their stomachs full, they'll damn well complain about it. I've turned one of the storage areas into a bedroom of sorts. It's cramped, but cozy enough. Luckily, there was a separate bar downstairs, along with a small kitchen and pantry. So I've got that covered too. I even set up a small dining area, using one of the old poker tables. Cyrus is also randomly extinguishing the ritual candles just to annoy me. I've left a store of candles in the chamber, but I'll never remember all those silly Zerosian chants, so I'll note them down. The West Cantle chant is Ordo Animam Capit, Sir Francis Dashwood. Page 3. I'm not going down there ever again. That place creeps me out. I'll go no further than the circle. Cyrus can take things from there. There is still sometimes activity at the source, but it grows further apart and lessened over time. Yet Dagon is still there as per his contract, and his blasted counsel make my flesh crawl. Cyrus and I are all that remains of the Order of Dis, and we are nothing but tokens, figureheads to keep up appearances. But everyone knows the order is done. Its purpose served centuries ago. Everyone still remembers the Duchess, founder of the lodge, but who will ever remember little old Frankie Dashwood of Draenor? Not even my parents, that's who. I'll keep these chants written in different places, just in case someone steals my diaries. A foolproof security measure. The North Candle chant is Ceterum Epiverit Inueam, Sir Francis Dashwood. And finally, page 4. Cyrus is such a joker. I feel that this place is as much as punishment for him as it is for me. We make an unlikely pairing. Me, a Kintra washout, and him, the lowest ranked lesser demon you'd ever find. Before my assignment, I'd heard all kinds of things about demons. Never met one before now, but it turns out most of it isn't true. At least not in Cyrus's case. Maybe that's why he was assigned here too? Not demonic enough or something. Don't get me wrong though, he can be super annoying at times. He's just not murderous and cruel, and the only torture he enjoys is his singing. That and the practical jokes. The number of times I've sat down for a meal only to find things in my food that shouldn't be there has led me to develop mild anxiety around mealtimes. Still, I suppose I give as good as I get. He takes it in good jest too, and, well, only he has to deal directly with Dagon and the Malabranch. So for as long as that continues, I can put up with his pranks. The East Candle chant is Et Demonium Renascitur. Alright, well now I know the North, West, and the East Candle. I don't know when I'll find out about the South one, but I have to destroy all these pages individually. Alright, I just ate an everything bagel with some butter, and I'm ready to game. So let's get rid of all these placeholders. I also did some screening, and I got rid of all of my well, not anymore, but I had a bunch of the fiery brimstone and then of the other one. It gave me a lot of materials, which is nice. And then I went ahead and I sent my research team on a 24-hour mission to Karadet for XP. I think it's like 8k XP for 5k chronos, which is not bad. But I am going to go ahead and turn these in, I think. All the ones I have completed. That way the bank doesn't get too hectic. Because it can get full of, your bank can be full of artifacts really quickly. Okay, so Zerosian 2. Just one there. Zamorakian 1. And then what do we need? We need to go to the Virak Museum. My stomach keeps growling. My husband and I went to Taco Bell today, and I don't think it sat right well with us because we've had stomach aches all day. And I felt bad. He went to bed not feeling well. And my tummy is kind of like gurgling constantly. But we're going to get past it. I think it's this one. Yeah. Alright, and then we're going to go back. Oh wait, I can just TP to the Grand Exchange. I always forget. One of my friends gave me the Ring of Fortune, and it's got unlimited teleports to the GE, which is crazy to me. I completely forgot that was an item, and I kept buying Ring of Wealth. Alright, so Zerosian 2. I don't remember how to get Bladed Dive, but that is something I need to work towards. I think that's from Shattered Worlds, isn't it? So now we have Wise Old Man. Now we have the Taverley guy, Taverley guy, Taverley guy, Taverley guy, Taverley, and the dig site. So I'm gonna just go to Taverley. I'm pretty sure I can get down there without the jail key, but we might as well get the jail key while we're there for dragons later on. Alright, so this is where she's at. I'm gonna turn in 1 and 2. And while I'm here, I'm gonna speak to the jailer. I think I just kill him. He got a big weapon. What even is that? I don't have my freaking gear. This is so funny. I'm smacking with my cane. Okay, so there it goes. He dropped the jail key. Now we're gonna open the door with the jail key, I guess. Talk to Velrak the Explorer. Oops. Thank you for rescuing me. It isn't very comfy in this cell. Do you know anywhere good to explore? Well, this dungeon is quite good to explore. Until I got captured anyway. I was given a key to the inner part of this dungeon by a mysterious cloaked stranger. It's rather tough for me to get that far into the dungeon, however. I just keep getting captured. Would you like to give it a go? Yes, please. Velrak reaches somewhere mysterious and hands you a key. Do I get a reward for freeing you? Well, not really. The Black Knights took all of my stuff before throwing me in here to rot. Alright, thank you. So now let's go back to the Archaeology Guild. We're gonna give the last 2 pieces to Volusia because I forgot. And I guess I have some extras. 1 of each. So we got 7,420 chronos from that. That's another day's worth of a research team. Don't need the jail key, but I do need the dusty key. And then I can get rid of these placeholders. I do need to buy ruby and dragonstone. I guess I should have done that first, but that can be for the next round of stuff that I turn in, I guess. Let's go back to the GE and buy what I need. I can only make one ritual dagger. Oh no. Well, over time I'll make more. And then I can make all 4 of these. So now I am level 52. I think when I ended the last episode I was 49. I also think that I need one of these for the next spot in the Caradet dig site, but I did want to go ahead and look through here. I'm going to buy the Runematic while we're on our way there. I want to make sure that I did all of the excavations that I can right now. We did Venenator, we did Legionary, we did Castra, we did Administratum, we did this one. Next one's 58. Zamorakian, we did. Lodge Bar, Lodge Art, Cultist, Footlocker. That's the one I didn't do. I missed that one. So there is one I need to do. And then we have these 2 that we did already. Then the next one is going to be, I have 3 unlocked. Okay. So I am missing a Zamorak spot. I was wondering why it wasn't there on the collection. 17k. Okay. Can I sell this one back to him? Whatever, I got money back. Okay. What was up here again? I don't remember. Oh, there's a journal for me to read. You take the journal. Okay, where is it? Oh, it's this. Oh, tomes. Forgot about that. So I did get a complete Tetra Compass. I don't know if I could even really do it. I don't even really remember how to do it. So we're gonna learn and together. I know it's 4 pieces. Okay, just take it to the workbench. Miscellaneous. Oh, I need Malachite green, Cobalt blue, and Armadillion yellow. Okay, so that's gonna be a while, but at least I have my first one completed. That's nice. I kind of want to wait to do the archaeology again because I've been doing that for a while. Let's see what I would need. Oh, I was gonna level up prayer, wasn't I? Oh, okay. 1 to 9 burial powders. Offering bones to ashes. So the best ones is burying bones at a bank with powder of burials active. What is that? From Het's Oasis. What is that? Het's Oasis is an area for agility, farming, and hunter. Elder God Wars. What is that? I've never seen this before. Is this new? 2 years old. This is the best. Okay. I can just go to a player-owned house, but I don't know how to find player-owned houses anymore. Or I could take it to the Chaos Altar. I just need to get 43. So I could just do like Big Bones. Big Bones is going to give me 52. What level am I? 24. Set level target. 43. I would need 42k. Divided by 52.5. 800 bones. I can just grab wyvern bones, but those I think are expensive, are they not? 4k. Ooh, we're gonna do Infernal Ashes. Infernal Ashes. 200, and let's save 1k a piece. That's fine with me. Alright, perfect. So now let's go to... Yeah, I might want to just do the wilderness. How do I get to the Chaos Altar? Chaos Altar is level 12 to 14 wilderness. So I can go Fort Forthen right there. Okay, I'm gonna do that. It's really late at night, so I feel like it's not gonna be that busy probably. I might hop back to my world though. Only 78 people. And then I'm gonna deposit my inventory, my worn inventory. I don't think I would lose everything, but I'm gonna just do it anyway. There. Okay. Let's go. Oh, I did an achievement. There's a guy here. I don't think he would kill me, right? Oops. He's probably just super AFK. There's a banker here too. Oh my gosh, that's actually really good. You could just if I can even use him. So how do I do this? You just offer the bones, that's it. There's no requirements or cost to use. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, there's abyssal demons out here. This is gonna be really fast. Alright, it's 2:26 right now. Let's see how long it takes me. So I don't remember what time I said that I started, but 2:36. I bought an extra 3,000 because they're so cheap. I spent like 1.5 mil on 3,000, which will get me to level 70. But we just got overhead prayer, all the overhead prayers that we need, which is really nice. So I think I'm going to stop for now after this inventory. And then maybe trying out KBD. Well, I'm going to see what I need gear-wise. I'm pretty sure I definitely need anti-fire. Dragonfire protection required. Protections such as super anti-fires and elder overload salves. Poison protection required. Super anti-poisons. This boss is poisonable. I like this. The way this is set up is nice. Tier 70 weaponry or better. I have tier 60. Super anti-fires I don't think are tradable. They're tradable. Wait. Is anti-fire the one that's not tradable? Wait, they made them tradable? I thought super anti-fire wasn't tradable. Now they made extended super anti-fire and that's not tradable. Okay, well I'm gonna buy some, even though it's 36k. I should be able to finish one inventory, or one Reaper with one. I don't know if I'll get 36k back, but we'll buy super anti-fire. How much is a 6? Oof. It's not even worth it. It's a better deal. Just buy one. 40k. I'm too fast. I'm too fast. Oh, and super anti-poison. Let's do 9k. Probably 10k is what it's going to sell for. Okay, nope. Alright, and then we'll get our necromancy gear out. I'm going to bring like 3 with me, maybe? 4? And then food. That should be okay. Well, we'll see how it goes. If I die, I die. It's free? Okay, so we're going to drink this. We're going to drink this. And then we're going to pray. Where are my prayers? Magic. Oh, this is way easier than I thought it was going to be. Alright, first kill about to be done. Awesome. I don't know how fast he's going to spawn, but I turn off my prayer. There we go. I just wait here, I guess, until he comes back. Is it fastest? How do I know what the time is set to? Kill number 2. Nothing. Kill number 3. A dragon helm. OMG. That's awesome. Alright, kill number 4. Law runes. Kill number 5. Death runes. I do have to bank for some food for the last kill. Oh my goodness, my prayer. He's almost dead. It's fine. I didn't even eat. But I will to grab the items. Awesome. 49 Slayer. I'm gonna get My next task is probably going to be Barrows, I'm assuming. I'm going to guess. Barrows. I think my options are Barrows, Mole, KBD, Calphi Queen at 78 combat. I don't know. Croesus. Do people even do Croesus? I don't know if people even do this. You can do it solo. Skilling boss, blah, blah, blah. Player passes out instead of dying. Boss has 2 phases. Timing. Strategy. All players should always pay attention. There's multiple roles. The rodder, the short, and the long runner. So yeah, you have to have multiple people. I might just clear it because I don't think anyone does this anymore. Duo encounters. I don't think anyone does this anymore, so I don't know if I'd be able to. World 68 is the unofficial world for Croesus teams. I might just skip it. KBD again. Alright, let's go do that real quick since we're already here. Alright, so this is the last kill of the Reaper. Blood runes. We didn't get anything, but we did get 50 Slayer, which is pretty huge. Now we know that we can do KBD Reapers pretty easily. I just need to be able to buy. And technically I could make money back if I sold these, but I don't want to. I'll keep the dragon bones for rituals. Hello. Sorry. My internet went out last night, so I had to get off. But I'm back now. And there is an event that started called the Moonstone Shards, Divine Moonguard, and Lantern Overrides. Visit a priestess of Elidinus outside the Sanctum of Rebirth. Or in the Grand Exchange for more information. And they gave me a moon shard and a mystery event box, which had dungeoneering tokens and some bonus stars. Ooh, what is this? Priestess of Elidinus. In the Grand Exchange, to take part in the Gate of Elidinus hunt, members can complete tasks to earn moonstone shards, which can be combined for these rewards. Moonguard and Lantern Overrides, a tradable token used to unlock new necromancy weapon overrides. A Gate of Elidinus rare drop enhancer increases the chance of getting a rare drop from the Gate of Elidinus by 10% to last 14 days. Infinite Porter drops transport specific items to the bank automatically, lasts 14 days. Skilling Potion Cauldrons provides agility, crafting, supermining, and extreme divination potion effects for 60 minutes, lasts for 14 days. Additionally, gain a big event mystery box for each shard found. So, repair the Gate of Elidinus to receive 1 moon shard. Complete the Ode of the Devourer quest. Log in for 7 days. Buy. A shady crafter can be found in the northeast of the Grand Exchange. Bring him 15 million coins or 5,000 protean items. Defeat bosses. 2,500 marks of war. Earn rune score. Loose steps, combat, gathering, artisan, and support. I think the guy is going to be over here. Hey, you. Hey, me. Yeah, you. You want to help? Get some help for this Gate of Elidinus event everyone's raving about? What sort of help? Do you want to come and repair the Gate of Elidinus with me? No, I don't want to come adventuring with you. I can offer you a moon shard. How do you happen to have one of those? They're quite rare gemstones, and only the most specialized of crafters can work them into shards without shattering them. That's my business and my business only. Are you interested in my services or not? Let's say I was interested. How much are we talking for you to help me out? You seem like a good person. I'll give you the friends and family discount. Let's call it an even 15 million. If you can't afford that, I'd also be willing to take 5,000 protean items, packaged or loose, stable or unstable. I'm not interested. Priestess is over here. Really pretty. Good day, adventurer. Would you like to hear about the Gate of Elidinus hunt? Sure. The Gate of Elidinus, created by Our Lady of the Moon herself, has been horrifically corrupted by the Devourer. It is in dire need of repair before it's too late. It must be cleansed, and the soul devourers guarding it destroyed. My sister and I would be internally in your debt if you were able to lend a hand. I understand that you're a busy adventurer, so of course we would be able to repay you for your efforts. The corruption of the gate has caused it to spit out precious moon shards, emanating residual necrotic energy. If you bring me 8 of them, I can combine them into some divine moon guard and lantern overrides. I can also direct this residual energy into providing some additional benefits for a limited time. First of all, I can grant you a better chance at getting rare rewards when repairing the Gate of Elidinus. As well as this, I can give you the ability to transport specific items to the bank automatically. And lastly, I can give you access to some powerful skilling boosts in some cauldrons at the War's Retreat, which may help you with repairing the gate. How can I find these shards for you? You can find the moonstone shards by completing a variety of tasks, such as killing bosses, or completing clues. Repairing the Gate of Elidinus will surely yield more shards than other tasks, however. You don't need to do all of them, just up to 8, so feel free to pick and choose which ones suit you. Thanks for explaining. I'll be looking for moonstone shards right away. Let's see. I don't remember what I was doing last night before I got logged. I don't even have 5,000 proteins. And I'm not going to give him 15 mil when I could do other stuff. What even is the Ode of the Devourer? Ode of the Devourer. Fort Forthenry. Maybe we can do the next quest in the Fort Forthenry. I started Shield of Arav, I guess. I don't remember doing that. Next one's called Murder on the Border. But I need to build Town Hall, Chapel. I don't know how to do that. Town Hall 1, Command Center 1, and Chapel Tier 1. Or we could do Ghosts Ahoy, Restless Ghost. Let's do Restless Ghost. What do I need? Nothing. Okay. Welcome to the Church of the Holy Saradomin. I'm looking for a quest. That's lucky. I need someone to do a quest for me. Thank you. The problem is there's this ghost in the graveyard just south of this church. I would like you to get rid of it. You'll need the help of my friend, Father Ernie, who is a bit of a ghost expert. He's currently living in a little shack in the south of the Lumbridge Swamps, near the coast. My name is Father Arek, by the way. Pleased to meet you. Likewise. Take care traveling through the swamps. To get there, just follow the path south, through the graveyard. I will, thanks. I want to look at gravestones while we're here. We get rid of the ghost yet? Oh, I can't look at the gravestones until after? Go away. I'm meditating. Father Arek sent me to talk to you. I suppose you'd better talk then. I'd better talk to you then. What has he got himself into this time? A ghost is haunting his graveyard. Oh, the silly fool. I leave town for 5 months and he's already having problems. Well, I can't go back and exorcise it. I vowed not to leave this place until I've spent a full year, 2 years praying and meditating. I'll tell you what I can do, though. Take this amulet. Father Ernie gives you an amulet. It's a ghost speak amulet. It's called that because when you wear it, you can speak to ghosts. Many ghosts are doomed to remain in this world because they have some important task left uncompleted. If you know what that task is, you can get rid of the ghost. I'm not making any guarantees, mind you, but it's the best I can do right now. Thank you, I'll give it a try. Hello, ghost. How are you? Not very good, actually. What's the problem? Did you understand what I just said? Yep. Now tell me what the problem is. Wow, this is incredible. I didn't expect anyone to ever understand me. Okay, I can understand you. But have you got any idea why you're doomed to be a ghost? Well, to be honest, I'm not sure. I think it's because I've lost my head. What? I can see your head perfectly fine. Well, see through it at least. No, I mean from my real body. If you look in my coffin, you'll see my corpse is without its skull. Last thing I remember was being attacked by a warlock while I was mining. It was at the mine just south of this graveyard. Okay, well, I'll try to get your skull back for you so you can rest in peace. You take a skull from the pile of rocks. Oh. I didn't want to spawn a dude. Whoops. Hello, ghost. How are you? How are you doing finding my skull? I found it. Hurrah! Now I can stop being a ghost. You just need to put it in my coffin there, and then I'll be free. Release. Thank you, stranger. Goodbye. Ghost Ahoy, we need a lot of stuff. But I do have the levels for it. We need a decent amount of things. And I don't really like this quest, it's so blah. Alright, so we need coins, we need thread, we need silk, a spade, oak shield bow, bucket of milk. Okay. I'm not paying 45k for 3 red dyes when I can make it for 15 coins. That's ridiculous. I could probably make a bunch and just make profit. Alright, so here we're gonna buy a spade. I don't think they sell them actually. Yeah, no, but I need a bucket of milk. I need a bowl of water. And nothing else here. And then here we're gonna buy the oak shield bow. I think this guy sells it. Oak short bow or oak shield bow. And then we're gonna go to the end of Varrock to get the red berries. Also, if any one of you guys ever get, I know this video probably won't come out for a while after I post this or after I finish recording this, but if any of you guys ever want to do Crosis, or if you have a Crosis Reaper, please add me in game. And I would like to do Crosis. I would like to get some KC eventually. I would think it would be really cool. I would like to learn it. I've only done like 10 kills on my hardcore, and that was when, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. So I don't really remember. So if you guys are interested, I know I can't do it alone, and it's really hard to do in a duo, especially when you're learning. So I might try to find someone on World 68. See if people actually still do it, but I think my best bet is to like try to do it with you guys. So alright, so I need to go to get my thread. I need to get a spade too. I'm gonna go to Falador, and I don't think that I put my thread in my bank after I made the mystic. I think I put it back in the stuff for rituals, so I might have to go look at that. I got the spade, and then we'll go to the bank here before we go to Canifis. Oh, okay, I do have it here. Cool. I need to get milk from a cow, and then we can head to a charter. Closest charter. Is this a charter? I don't know where charter ships are. Charter ships. Okay, getting to charter ships. While traveling to a charter ship may be convenient to players who can afford it, it can be a bit time consuming to get to the ship in the first place. You can just run to Port Sarum Load. Catherby will take me to Port Phasmatis. Port Sarum will also take me to Port Phasmatis for 1300. So just go from Port Sarum then. So we got our bucket of milk, and then we need to go to Canifis and pick the nettles. Nettle water, and then I just have to cook it on a fire. Oh, I forgot to get the silk. Damn it. I'll get it when I TP out. I'll just start the quest, and then we'll get it later. Because I have to go to Port Phasmatis, talk to her, then leave, give the tea to Nettie, then leave again. So we're going to charter to Port Phasmatis. Yep. Oh no, Hardcore just died named Boobies. Oh, I need to wear my ghost speak. Take pity on me, please. Eternity stretches out before me, and I am helpless in its grasp. Why, what's the matter? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just wailing out loud. I didn't mean to scare you. No, it's okay. It takes more than a ghost to scare me. What's wrong? Do you know the history of our town? Yes, I do. It's a very sad story. Would you help us to obtain our release into the next world? Yes, of course I will. Tell me what you want me to do. Oh, thank you. Necrovarus will not listen to those of us who are already dead. He might rethink his position if someone with a mortal soul pleaded our cause. If he declines, there may yet be another way. Yo, why are you such a jerk? I must speak with you on behalf of Valerina. You dare speak that name in this place? She wants to pass silence, or I will incinerate the flesh from your bones. But get out of my sight, or I promise you that you will regret your insolence for the rest of eternity. I'm sorry, but Necrovarus will not let you go. I feared as much. His spirit is a thing of fire and wrath. You spoke of another way. It is only a small chance. During the building of the Ectofunctus, one of Necrovarus's disciples spoke out against him. It is such a long time ago I cannot remember her name, although I knew her as a friend. She fled before the Ectofunctus took control over us, but being a disciple of Necrovarus, she would have been privy to many of his darkest secrets. She may know of a way to aid us without Necrovarus. Do you know where this woman can be found? I had a vision of a small wooden shack, the land it was built on the unholy soil of Mauritania. I sense the sea is very close and that there looms castles to the west and the east. Ugh, I forgot about divination. Forgot that's a skill that I should probably train. It's just so boring. I'm here about Necrovarus. Were you once a disciple of Necrovarus in the temple of Asmatis, old woman? I don't remember. I am so old and my memory goes back only so far. Is there anything that can help to refresh your memory? Yes, I would love a nice hot cup of nettle tea. Here's some tea for you, like you asked. Yes, but it's not in my special cup. I only ever drink from my special cup. I see. Can I have this special cup then? Nettie gives you her special cup. Here's a lovely cup of tea for you in your own special cup. Oh no, it hasn't got milk in it. I only drink tea with milk, I'm afraid. Here's a lovely cup of milky tea for you in your own special cup. As the woman drinks the cup of milky tea, enlightenment glows from within her eyes. Ah, that's better. Now let me see. Yes, I was once a disciple of Necrovarus. I have come from Valerina. She needs your help. Valerina? That name sounds familiar. Yes, Valerina was once a very good friend. It has been many years since we last spoke. How is she? She's a ghost, I'm afraid. They are all dead then, even Valerina. I should have done something to stop what was happening instead of running away. She and many others want to pass on into the next world, but Necrovarus will not let them. Do you know of any way to help them? There might be one way. Do you have such a thing as a ghost speak amulet? Yes, I'm wearing one right now. How do you think I talked to her? Well, that's a stroke of luck. There is an enchantment that I can perform on such an amulet that will give it the power of command over ghosts. It will only work once, but it will enable you to command Necrovarus to let the ghost pass on. What do you need to perform the enchantment? Necrovarus had a magical robe for which he must have no more use. Only these robes hold the power needed to perform the enchantment. All his rituals came from a book written by an ancient sorcerer from the east called Harikanto. Here, bring me this strange book. I cannot read the strange letters of the eastern lands. I will need something to help me translate the book. Okay, I'll go search for those items that you need. You're doing so much for me. Is there anything I can do for you? I have lived here on my own for many years, but not always. When I left Port Phasmatis, I took my son with me. He grew up to be a fine boy, always in love with the sea. He was about 12 years old when he ran away with some pirates to be a cabin boy, and I never saw him again. That is the second saddest story I have heard today. If you ever see him, please give him this, and tell him his mother loves him. Still, the old woman gives you a toy boat. Was this his boat? Yes, he made it himself. It is a model of the very ship in which he sailed away. The paint has peeled off and it has lost its flag, but I could never throw it away. If I find him, I will pass it on. Okay, now I will go to Alcared and buy Silk. Also another hardcore died doing BM. They were doing raids and they died. Feels bad, man. Oh my gosh. Wait, sinkholes just started? Wait, I should do this. There's nobody here. Never mind. Nobody does sinkholes anymore or only at reset? Oh, you know what would be a good world to do? Sinkholes is probably world 2. But whatever, we're in the middle of a quest. I forgot to make the dye. Fudge. Let's hope that I don't need red. Top is purple. Skull is blue. Okay, purple, blue, orange. So I do need to go to drainer. Purple, blue, orange. I always thought it was 2 red berries, but it's 3. Oh, I can make another one. What tab was that? And we'll have to get a bucket of slime. I need to start training farming. I'm only level 1? 3 from something, I don't remember how I trained it. Is this your toy boat? The old man inspects the toy boat. My word, so it is. I never thought I would see it again. Where did you get it from? Your mother gave it to me to pass on to you. My mother? She still lives? Yes, in a shack west of here. After all these years, can I have the key to the chest then? Hang on, let me ask the captain. The old man cocks an ear towards the skeleton of the pirate captain. The captain says yes. Old man gives you the chest key. Thanks. Good luck with your mommy. I think this is the one, right? Oh. It's the one up top. I didn't search this. Oh my goodness. I never searched the chest, I just opened it. Oh my gosh. We're gonna go back to Port Phasmatis. We're gonna speak to the ghost captain down here. The exact spot is right here. There we go. You unearthed the Book of Harikondo. Now we're gonna speak to Ak Haranu. It's nice to see a human face around here. My name is Ak Haranu. I am a trader, come from many far across sea and east. You come from the lands of the east? Do you have anything that can help me translate a book that is scribed in your language? Ak Haranu may help you. A translation manual I have. Much good for reading Eastern language. How much do you want for it? Ak Haranu want not money for this book, as is such a small thing. But there may be something else you could do for me. I am a big admirer of Robin, Master Bowman. He's staying in Village Inn. What would you like me to do? Please get Master Bowman sign an oak shield bow for me, so Ak Haranu can show family and friends when returning home, and become much admired. Then I give you a book in exchange. Okay, wait here, I'll get your bow. Would you sign this oak shield bow for me? I'm sorry, I don't sign autographs. While you're here, though, why don't you have a game of rune draw with me? If you've got 25 gold pieces, I've got a bag of runes we can use. Sure, I'll give you a game. Alright, no deaths, come on. Haha, bitch. I win. You gonna pay up then? You owe me 25 gold coins. How about another game? I'll pay you back with the winnings. What if you lose again? We'll deal with that when we come to it. Sure, I'll give you a game. I lost. Well done, you beat me, but you still owe me 25 gold pieces. Well, or how about another game? We can settle up after we finish playing. Sure. 50 gold coins. How about another game? I'll pay you back with the winnings. What if you lose again? We'll deal with that when we come to it. Yes, I'll give you a game. I lose. Well done, you beat me, but you still owe me. Okay, I'm just gonna try to win all 4. I've had enough of you not paying up. You owe me 100 gold coins. I'm gonna tell the ghosts what you're doing. Please don't do that. They will suck the life from my bones. How about you signing my shield bow then? Yes, anything. Robin signs the shield bow for you. Some hero. They say never meet your heroes. I've signed your shield bow for you. Ah, can it be true? You've obtained bow from Master Bowman? He was more than happy to oblige. Here you are. Ak Haranu gives you a translation manual in return for the signed oak shield bow. May honor be bestowed upon you and your family. I need to get the slime before this part. Hello there. Greetings, traveler. Welcome to the Green Ghost Tavern. What can I do you for? Do you have any jobs I can do? Yes, actually, I do. We have a very famous master bowman named Robin staying with us at the moment. Can you take him some clean bed linen for me? Yes, I'd be delighted. Oh, thank you. Be careful with that Robin, though. He's far too full of himself, that one. Yeah, I'm not going to use it for him. I don't know if I can do the netty part without doing this part first. Oh my god, I didn't need a bucket? Oh my gosh. I'm so mad I could have done that then. I thought I needed to use the bucket of milk. Oh no. I can't take the bed sheet with slime on it on the ship, so I have to go and get another bed sheet now. I'm glad I got extra buckets of slime then. Okay, we're going to speak to Gravingus. Will you join with me and protest against the evil desires of Necrovarus and his disciples? After hearing Valerina's story, I will be happy to help you out. Excellent, excellent. Here, take this petition form and get 10 signatures from the townsfolk. Ghost hands you a petition. I didn't realize that I can talk to the same one as long as I talk to another one after, and then I can just farm 2 of them at the same time instead of going through the whole town. Necrovarus, I am presenting you with a petition form that has been signed by 10 citizens of Port Phasmatis. A petition, you say? Continue, mortal. It says that the citizens of Port Phasmatis should have the right to choose whether they pass over into the next world or not, and not have this decided by the powers that be on their behalf. I see. So you'll let them pass over if they wish? Oh, yes. Really? No! Get out of my sight before I burn every ounce of flesh from your bones. The petition form turns into ash in your hands. In his rage, Necrovarus drops a key to the floor. What are you doing in there? Nothing. Can you look away now? I can't tell which way you're looking. Oh. Can you turn around? Thanks. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, there we go. I'm here about Necrovarus. I have something for you. Good. The robes of Necrovarus. The Book of Harikanto. I have no idea how you came by this, but well done. A translation manual. Yes, this should do the job. Wonderful. That's everything I need. I will now perform the ritual of enchantment. The Ghostbeak amulet emits a green glow from its gem. Thank you. You dare to face me again? You must truly be insane. No, Necrovarus, I am not insane. With this enchanted amulet of Ghostbeak, I have the power to command you to do my will. Let any ghost who so wishes to pass on move into the next world. A green beam of intense light radiates out from the amulet of Ghostspeak. I will let, carry on, any, yes, ghost who so wishes, I think we're almost getting there, pass on into the next world. You don't need to tell me, Melanie ASMR. I sense the removal of Necrovarus's psychic barrier. Alina happy to help out. Here, take this as a thank you for the service that you have given us. Valerina gives you a vial of bright green ectoplasm. This is an ectophile. If you ever want to come back to Port Phasmatis, empty this onto the floor beneath your feet. You will be instantly teleported to the temple, the source of its power. Remember that once the ectophile has been used, you need to refill it from the ectofunctus. Yippee! Alright, so the next one that the reason why we did all this was to do Vessel of the Harbinger. Need a bucket of slime and an empty bucket. I have all that. We can do that in the, you know what, let's just do it now. I've never done this quest before. Candle pistol. What? There's guns in Runescape? Take 1 bucket and 1 bucket of slime. Ghostbeak amulet I already have on. I don't need a bowl. Ectophile. I need ink. I need basic, regular, and light sources. Don't need a spade. And then I need my teleport book. We're going to speak to Death. Ah, you wish to learn more about Raziel, I presume. So I have a little bit of experience as a necromancer. Will you tell me some more about Raziel now? Very well. But we should start small. Let me tell you more of Vessels and the fate that befell a somewhat recent apprentice of Raziel. Vessels? The Well of Souls isn't the only one? A vessel is just the name we give to a place in which many souls reside. I created the Well of Souls, a sanctuary for those who die and know not what comes next for them. Many necromancers end up creating their own vessels, a place in which they can consolidate their power and grow it over time. More souls, more power. It is not wholly dissimilar from godhood, though with souls other than one's own and against their will. In fact, you have previously dealt with at least one such a necromancer and their vessel in your past. I have? Who? I believe his name is Necroverus, and his vessel being the Ectofunctus of Port Phasmatis. Necroverus? What would this teach of Raziel? Necroverus, it was a one-time apprentice of Raziel's. Who's better to teach you of what Raziel has in store for you than a former pupil wronged by him? Ah, of course. Thank you. In that case, I will head to Port Phasmatis and see what I will learn from Necroverus. Necroverus, no doubt you are once here again to whine about how evil I am. Begone with you. I'm not here to berate you. I actually need your help. My help? You take over my town, ripping my power away from me, yet now you wish for my help? Don't be foolish, you imbecilic mortal. I would be here if it wasn't necessary. Death sent me. Harold himself? Harold? My time is precious, but you may be granted a minute to explain. The necromancer Raziel is causing havoc in the underworld. He's already drained the city of its souls, and wants to take over Gielinor with an army of undead. I have been chosen as his apprentice, as I have been told you once were. Raziel. He never gives up, does he? Not yet, at least. So, you are in dire need of my help. I want something in return first. Of course you do. As much as I hate to admit it, the Ectofunctus has been much stronger since Port Phasmatis' souls have been given freedom. You're welcome. Quiet mortal. However, this does mean that those miserable tortured souls outside of town are preventing the Ectofunctus from reaching its full potential. You must gather their souls for me in this urn. To do so, you must defeat them with necromancy. 5 souls will be sufficient. Necroverus hands you a soul urn. Once you have their souls, they must be cleansed by praying at the Ectofunctus with a bucket of ectoplasm. This isn't quite the evil deed I was expecting from you. Helping to cleanse souls now, are we? I'm still evil and powerful. That is not something I have to prove to you. Whatever you say. Now off with you. Go and perform that evil gathering and cleansing of souls for me. I don't know why this always resets. My bar always resets. Alright, let's go kill 5 of these guys. Poor guys. That should be all the tortured souls I need. Now they just need cleansing with some ectoplasm at the Ectofunctus. You pray at the Ectofunctus, cleansing the urn of the tortured souls in the process. I've cleansed the tortured souls for you. Perfect. More power for me. Then you said you'd help me with the Raziel situation. Yes, you have done as I have asked. I shall first tell you more about him. This may help prevent you from falling into the same trap that I did. Trap? A trap indeed. A temporary downfall of my otherwise great power. Now that you're his apprentice, as yes, I once was, you must be careful. Raziel is intelligent and ambitious, with cunning schemes to achieve his plans. My history with Raziel began back before the transformation of Port Phasmatis. I was a young and impressively evil necromancer with a specialization in vessels. Raziel came to me in the eastern lands and spoke tales of ectoplasm under Port Phasmatis. Although I was weary, he was powerful and intelligent, so I followed his word. Of course, his word turned out to be true. The next part of the story you already know. The Ectofunctus, my own vessel, was built to contain the spirits and ectoplasm of Port Phasmatis and provide me with power. Raziel observed as my power grew, as the vessel slowly usurped the souls of the town. Things were going so well. But something went wrong. Something went very wrong, unaccounted for in my studies. As well as the mere human souls, the vessel also began to suck away at my life force. Well, weren't you also a human? Yes, but I am its master. I should have retained pure control of it, not the other way around. ... Raziel did nothing. He quietly learned and left me in this viridescent form. And so I have a special hatred in my heart for that necromancer. If you're not careful, you may end up in the same fate. ... Is there anything you suggest I do to try and stop Raziel? I can help you perform a ritual to empower your vessel, the Well of Souls. Whilst the ritual itself may not stop him wholly, it may give you more power to take him down. How can I perform this ritual? Now that I cannot remember. It has been many years since I last performed it. The Book of Harikanto will contain the information that we require. I have heard whisperings that it was last in the hands of one of my disgraced disciples, Nettie. That sounds about right. I was the one that gave it to her. I will ignore your subversion for now. Get the book from Nettie and return to me once you have it. It shouldn't take me too long. If I recall, she just lives east of the Slayer Tower. Bother me not with the details. Goodbye. Is she dead? What? Inspect the pile of letters by the door. What's this? Unpaid bills, an advert for a new flavor of nettle tea, an apology note from Dr. Frankenstrain about some building work he's having done, a subscription to Witches Weekly, and a letter by V? V for Valerina? Maybe she knows where Nettie is. I can probably still find her in Port Phasmatis. Uh-oh. Valerina never passed on? That's odd. Hi, Valerina. I don't suppose you've seen Nettie around recently. Ah, you didn't hear? Hear what? Unfortunately, my dear friend passed to the underworld a little while ago. Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. What happened? Nettie, being Nettie, was out gathering some nettles for her tea. I'd warned her that the bog was extra slippery due to the weather recently, but she tutted me off. Alas, the poor girl slipped and hit her head with just a touch too hard. At least she died doing what she loved. I just wish I had the chance to say goodbye. As she's not in the vicinity of Port Phasmatis, she had no choice but to pass over. I suppose at least I can look forward to meeting her once again, when I finally choose to pass. Well, I appreciate the information on where I can find Nettie now. Thank you, Valerina. Goodbye, Melanie ASMR. Alright, Nettie should be here somewhere. Speak to Nettie in the northeastern corner. Oh, here she is. Why is she a ghost? But everybody else is a skeleton. Nettie? Ah, Melanie ASMR, a familiar face in the underworld, yet you still take a mortal form. Indeed, I am not dead yet. You seem to have to come prepared with a ghost speak enchantment. However, I don't feel that has any effect here. Oh, that's curious. Interesting. Perhaps the underworldly energies take care of that for you. What brings you here anyway? I'm currently learning necromancy to take down Raziel. Raziel? That necromancer who dreamed of life? That's the one. Talk about a rude welcome to the city. I was barely fresh off the boat before that Raziel siphoned everyone else away. I figured it would be best to get out of there before it was too late. After it looked to be safe, I returned and found this lovely little pub. They even serve tea. It sounds like you're having a wonderful time down here. I am indeed. They have plain nettle tea, milky nettle tea, earthy nettle tea, stinging nettle tea, root nettle tea, herbal nettle tea, mushroom nettle tea, mint nettle tea, fermented nettle tea. ... That song's kind of loud. Melanie ASMR? Right, tea. Sorry, I actually came here hoping to get something from you to use against Raziel. And what would that be, dear? You recall the book of Harikanto I gave you? Necroveris needs it back so he can teach me a ritual. Necroveris. Normally I would refuse any help towards him. He had no right to tyrannize my friends in Port Phasmatis. However, as I have seen, the underworld does seem to be in a nasty situation. I entrust you will not misuse the book. It details some extremely powerful rituals. It should not dare fall into the wrong hands. I will ensure Necroveris will use it wisely. Alright, I made sure to keep the book locked safely away in a chest in my house. You'll need the key to open the chest, though. I stored it at the Bank of Port Phasmatis. I don't imagine I can just turn up to a bank asking for your belongings. I should hope not. Here, I'll write up a little will stating that you are the rightful owner of the key. They'll probably want my death certificate, too. Nettie hands you a hastily written will and her death certificate. Anything else? Well, there's this skeleton, but you'll be fine. The what? The chest guard skeleton, of course. You'll need to deal with them before you can unlock my chest, but I'm sure you'll figure something out. I'll be off then. Enjoy your tea. Good luck. I'm here to claim a key belonging to the previous resident of Mauritania, Nettie. We ensure the utmost security here at the Bank of Gillinor. You understand that we can't just give out personal belongings to anyone. I have her will and death certificate right here with me. You pull out Nettie's will and death certificate and hand them to the banker. Let me just verify this. The banker pulls on some cotton gloves and examines the documents through a magnifying glass. A Port Phasmatis stamp of approval, a matching signature to our records. I can confirm the legitimacy of these documents. Here is Nettie's key for you, as per her will. The banker hands you a tiny, shiny silver key engraved with N. Thank you. Open the chest. Skeleton will spawn. That skeleton is built like a true warrior. I am no match. You unlock the chest to find the Book of Harikanto inside. Phew. Where have you been, mortal? Long story. All that matters is that I have the Book of Harikanto here with me. I wouldn't have expected you to be so witless as to return without it. I'm flattered. Do not grow accustomed to it. We are merely working together due to a shared enemy. Now, you will need to gather some special ectoplasm from the ectofunctus itself in a bucket to focus the ritual on. Once that is done, let us meet by the ritual site in the city of where you can perform the Empower Vessel ritual. See you there. Use a bucket on the ectofunctus. You fill up the empty bucket with powerful ectoplasm from the ectofunctus and go to the ritual site. Now I know I have been playing a lot of RS3 lately. I'm just having a really good time with it, and I'm mentally preparing myself. I don't want to burn out on old school before leagues. So I've been focusing more on RS3 before leagues comes out, so then I can be super excited to play old school again. I don't want to overdo it and then not have a good time. So that's why I've been doing more of this. So we're going to prepare Empower Vessel. We need Commune 1. Change this to Change 1. And then change this to Elemental 1. And then we start. We just finished the ritual. Congratulations, your vessel has grown in power. This should help to fight Raziel. Uh-oh. You would think, but your efforts are pitiful. My own vessel is filled with generations of souls from this city. Raziel, you will pay for what you did to me. Ah, Necroveris, my old student. I see you have learned nothing of value since I last left you. Your dismal vessel were a mere trial run for my true plan. Its potential is insignificant compared to the vessel your failure helped me create. But if you interfere with my tutelage of Melanie ASMR again, I shall strip away what minuscule power you have accrued, purely out of spite. Now, begone. I have no more use for you. Trouble the underworld with your presence and no more. Curse you. Now, where were we? Are you afraid I might learn something I shouldn't? From Necroveris? He is a little more than a farmer of souls, and with a tiny withering crop at that. If your failure is what you wish to learn, perhaps he can teach you of that. My vessel grows stronger, and I with it. Yes, you are making progress, but not nearly quick enough. Okay, dude, I have a life. By all means, continue to power your vessel, but you cannot hope to match my power this way alone. Raziel has his own vessel. Not surprising, but good to confirm it. I should return to death and share what I have learned. So, I found out that Raziel used Necroveris to learn how to build a more powerful vessel one he is using now. He had to put the souls of that he stole somewhere. I suspect his own vessel is housed within his citadel. Whenever you make your way there, keep an eye out for what it could be. They could be made to look like anything. He suggested my connection with the Well of Souls could never match his. Is all this futile? He speaks true, but your attempts are not futile. You would not catch up with him in terms of raw available energy, even across many lifetimes. He has clearly been working on this plan for centuries. However, we will find a way. Perhaps there is something more in your approach to necromancy. Perhaps. Still, I believe we have learned all we are likely to from Necrovarus. Continue your training and return to me after you have visited Raziel's citadel. 5k prayer, 10k necromancy, 69 necromancy, and 45 prayer. The next one would be what? The Spirit of War. I need 3,000 souls. Pfft. Last time I checked, I had like 161, so it's gonna take me a minute. I'm at 466, only because I did some communion rituals yesterday, but still very far. Oh, I didn't know I got level 3. Nice. You have unlocked a new ability. Conjure Putrid Zombie is an ability that calls upon the spirit from the underworld to fight alongside you and requires ectoplasm to cast. The Putrid Zombie emits a fetid stench, which deals poison damage to surrounding enemies. And the Vengeful Ghost drains the vigor from enemies and heals you. Okay. And the Threads of Fate link multiple enemies to share the same fate. Single target necromancy attacks will also be cast on additional 4 enemies within 4 tiles of the target, but it requires runes. That's awesome. We did a lot in this episode, and now we are even closer to completing more things in the future. Getting more levels, getting more unlocks. Don't know what I'll do next, but that's the mystery of RuneScape, and that's the excitement that we have here. So I hope that you enjoyed what we have done today, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good night. 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 Good night.